Hello and welcome to episode 188. Is that correct? I think I forgot to change that. I think that's supposed to be 189. Um, you know what? I may actually go check on that. Regardless, we're just going to call it 188. Whatever the episode number is, we're pushing 190 episodes. We're creeping up on 200 episodes. We've done a few of these, so if I get a little bit off, it's really not a big deal. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this week at Gear Report. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'll be your tour guide this evening, and I don't know if anyone else is going to join me. We were off the air last week because of the Thanksgiving holiday, obviously, and I don't recall if TJ said he wasn't going to be here or not. So if he makes it, great. If he doesn't, we do have some cool things to talk about and some very uncool things to talk about as well. So why don't we start digging into some of let's start with some of the cool things first. All right. So let's see, we'll add this and put me down in the corner here. So I want to show you, AJ has been working on some gift guides. So if you have someone in your life that fishes, camps, travels, does water sport type stuff, or hunts, then we've got a variety of different gift guides. I'll open one of these here so you can see it. And you can get to these off of the Gear Report homepage. So I'm going to drop that link here in the chat for the live stream. And we'll look at one of these as an example. And I encourage you, if you go to the Gear Report homepage, you'll see the links for all of these and you can check them out at your leisure. So gift guides, we've got noise reducing earmuffs, Stone Glacier altimeter mitts. I'm not even waterproof insulated hunting gloves. Okay, that makes sense. A ski mask, which works wonders, I hear, at the liquor store as well. Although I'm not recommending that to anyone. A gun cleaning kit, knife sharpening tool, magnetic gun mount. He's got hoodies and pants and all sorts of things on here. Like, seriously, AJ put some time into identifying all the various different things you could want, like the categories here. Gear at the top, flashlights, optics, pistol cases, rifle cases, and those are going to be Cedar Mill Fine Firearms cases because that is the company that AJ is the proprietor of. Gizzard Gary, thank you for the traditional greeting of this week at Gear Report. That's 3 Yo's. Little sloppy, not capitalizing the second two, but we'll let you off on that because you had a big day on Amazon, and I'm sure you're just excited from that. A thumbs up from gun websites. Thank you. I always forget to mention to people. It'd be nice to give a thumbs up or share or send it around to all the people and twist their arm to get them to join in on the program. Let's see, he's got bows on that article, suppressor wraps. AJ's got a whole bunch of different things in there. This is similar to what you're going to find on the other articles that he published. So that was the Hunter's Gift Guide. We've got a very similar article for water sports, and then Traveler's Gift Guide, which of course you see featured there, his discreet concealment gun case. It looks like a guitar case. It actually has pick and pluck foam on the inside, so you can configure it for whatever type of firearm you'd like to carry in it, or firearms. I've been known to carry multiples in mine. Let's see. Camper's Gift Guide, Fisherman's Gift Guide. So those are the different options that we have in here from AJ as far as the articles that he has published. And I can tell you there's one in the queue from our hunting editor, Caleb. It is Shaw Barrel's 16-inch 300 Hammer AR-15 upper review. So 300 Hammer's a new cartridge that I'm actually not that familiar with. So that is in the editing queue. He has submitted his pending, so I need to go in and look over it and get that published here shortly. So I'm sure that's going to be a fun one to learn about, because I don't. If you know anything about that 300 Hammer cartridge, please share something in the comments. Let's see, Gary, I don't remember ever capitalizing the other two. We'll take that under advisement. Well, if you had the real trademark on the 3 Yo's, then that would be clear, Gary. Defense Dad got it right. 3 O's with a capital Y on each one of them. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate that. Chris from the 740. And Chris, I feel bad. I was supposed to be up there in your zip code this weekend for a big swim meet, but my daughter she is waiting on medical clearance to rejoin her college swim team. So the rest of the team is up there at Denison University at a big meet this weekend, and she's at home. So I feel bad for her missing the big mid-season invitational, but it would have given me a chance to bug Chris up in his own stomping grounds. So, all right, people being nice to each other here. Hey, everyone. Hi, Gary. Yeah. Well, Gary's got a good point here. He says, I was told the trademark was inappropriate. And that's true. So, yeah, I don't want to, I want to undercut any impressions you have that the trademark really was not the thing to do. Oh, I see someone in the green room that may join us here in a second.
What's up? And I get covered up. Thanks.
I covered him up,
Chris.
What
the hell, Chris?
All right. Maybe if I click that. There we go.
There we go.
That puts you back on the side. She was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to getting up there because I was born actually. The hospital I was born in is 12 minutes from Denison, in Newark. Newark. I mean, up there, when I grew up, everyone called it Nurk. But that's where I was born. So I was really looking forward to getting up and seeing some of my cousins and seeing who else was up there. But Nurk, yeah. And people would ask where I was born. I'd say Newark, and they're like, "Oh, you're a Jersey boy." And I'm like, "I will stab you." I mean, you don't even say that. That's not funny.
Nothing even close.
No, not remotely. No. So
I was born there. I wasn't raised there.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't just say you're from New Jersey, did you?
I was born in Trenton, New Jersey, dude.
Good night.
I know.
Who knew that I could lose respect for someone that quickly and that thoroughly?
I know. See you later. I'm off the podcast.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here. We just went over the gift guides that AJ published. And I didn't even talk about the other article. We've got a few articles that we have yet to talk about. So I'm going to open up.
I bet none of them are mine.
No, you would bet correctly there. All right. So also from AJ has been super busy. The Viridian RFX 11 green dot reflex sight, and it fits on one of the shield footprints. So here you see AJ showing off. Let me see if I can make that bigger so you can see what that is.
Dude, look at that. That's a flex.
It is a flex. He's got his little spikes flare launcher.
Yeah.
And you know what? I looked him up. You know what? We're going to do that now, actually, because he's got it linked here, $700 with the Chaos stock. Honestly, I've got ARs that cost more than that, and this would be barrels of fun. I think I may have to come back in here at some point when we're not live on the air, where Mrs. GearReport could be watching, and have another look at that flare launcher.
She's not watching it anyways. It's fine.
She does sometimes.
I haven't seen her in the chat. Usually she checks in early, so I think you're safe. Listen, if I was a gambling man, you're safe.
Yeah.
Gizzard. I was born in Jersey.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Florida quite abruptly when I was little. Well, my dad was tired of the cold.
I'll let you off the hook for that, I suppose.
All right. Now I'm a Florida man.
Gizzard Gary was born 2 blocks from where he lives right now.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's what I was thinking. Is that a flex, or is that oh man, I'm so sorry? Or like, I literally don't know what to say to that. Florida man. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So anyhow, the Viridian RFX 11, let's see. He gave it 4 out of 5 gears, so that's
Ooh.
pretty good. It's got a pretty big window on it, it looks like. And of course, he has a funky way to mount it on his crazy, 37 millimeter launcher. He couldn't just mount it like a normal person on a normal firearm. So there you go. I recommend that you go check this out if you have any interest in that whatsoever. And you can read all about the launcher and the Chaos stock. And let's not forget the Green Dot Reflex site that this article is about.
All of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Check all of it out. Why not?
I got a present the other day.
Did you?
Yes, from Eric at Purplelight.
Oh, hold on. What, dude? Let me. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So that's a magnifier, huh? Is that
That's a magnifier? Yep.
Magnifier.
Yeah.
Oh, check you out. Getting all tactical.
I know. That's right. Flags.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So now. And he actually said I could post pictures of it this time, so I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah, so you weren't completely embargoed this time.
No. That's the first thing I asked him as soon as I showed up. I was like, I better check first. Because remember last time I had like a bunch of pictures done. I was like, hey, can I throw these up? He was like, no. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You, buddy.
Yeah. I once heard a saying it had something to do with the asking forgiveness, but I don't know what it was. So we probably don't even
build relationships. Don't push the forgiveness button.
Yeah. So another article, this by a guest author that and I use some of my pictures for this. But it kind of gives you a tour of what types of body armor are out there, which is important to know, especially as crazy as the world is getting. So please go check that out if you would like to learn about the different levels of body armor, the types of materials that are used in it, other considerations from fit and comfort and weight and legal considerations and maintenance and durability.
And
cost is really irrelevant. Because we're high rollers here on this channel, and if you're going to buy body armor, get the good stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. So read the article. Maybe it'll help you figure it out. And you may recognize that at the top, I was going to say, these are not the same plate carriers, are they? No, they're not. This is the little T3 carrier up there at the top, and there's a link to the Trident Tactical.
Is that the one that's heavy as
Trident Tactical? What?
Is that the one that's heavy as hell?
It is.
Is it?
That's the one that I travel with. That I have in that little camo bag.
Weighs so much.
And I need to see how I have it configured right now, because I've considered that my go bag. It's beside the bed. So if things go bump in the middle of the night, I can slap some body armor on before I go roaming through the house.
Put your GearReport out of the way. Like, here you go.
Yeah. That's normal, right?
Yeah. That's what I do.
So yeah. So anyhow, that article is down there if you care to check that out as well. G-Webs has been reading all about SEO stuff on websites. So now he's asking questions about what level tags we're using in the post. And I'll be honest with you, tags 5 years ago, 10 years ago were very important. Today, almost non-existent levels of importance for the different HTML, H level tags, or so I'm told. I don't read up on this stuff every day like I probably should, because SEO is some gripping stuff. Search engine optimization, whew, man, that's the good stuff. But then again, yeah. So let's see. Defense Dad says cost isn't irrelevant. We don't all have that big GearReport money. Yeah. Put quotes around the big GearReport money when you say it. That's how we.
Yeah, I mean
that's yeah.
Big GearReport, dude.
But, for example, at the bottom of that article was a link to some steel plates as well. And I've heard some really bad things about, like, the AR-500 type plates are supposed to be like they'll keep a bullet from going through you, but they may splash and
The
put
spall.
spall everywhere. And, now you bleed out from your arms instead of your chest. So hey, maybe that's better. I don't know. But yeah, don't skip. Get if you're going to go through the trouble of getting body armor, make sure that it's a well thought out system, so that you don't end up with like, I stopped that bullet from getting in me, and it chopped up, it spalled out and severed arteries in both arms instead. So yeah, just make sure you have a good overall system for that. All right, so I think that's pretty much going to wrap up our, let's see, it's This Week at Gear Report, and that was recent reviews for what's going to be published soon. Oh, geez, I don't even know. We already did talk about that Shaw upper in the 300 hammer that Caleb has already submitted, and I should have edited and posted before the show today, but I didn't. Anything you want to talk about before I make a 90-degree turn with us?
No, just the same old stuff that I said I was going to get last week, but I didn't because I was super busy at work. So
yeah, I hear you. So let's see.
Why can't it be rich and I can just do stuff for fun?
Well, you're rich in terms of other stuff, like you have people who care about you in your life, and you're rich that way, right?
Who?
I'm sure there's someone. Come on.
I mean, K-Man maybe, because I flip his bill for everything, but other than that, Crystal's like.
Well, I'm sure
there's somebody out there. Somebody out there will appreciate what I do. Hey, I appreciate you.
Oh, look at that. Defense Dad armor in the kid's backpack. Not a bad idea. It makes me angry that you would even
have to do that. Right.
I want to be careful how I word this, because I was going to say that you would think you need to do that. And I'm not angry that you think that. I'm angry that the world is such that you would legitimately feel that might be something worth doing. Like it pisses me off that the world is such that you may need to put body armor in your kid's backpack. That's jacked up, but good is a good move, I think.
Thanks.
Gun Snob cares about you.
Gotcha,
nice.
baby.
All right.
Somebody does. Crystal hasn't checked in yet, has she?
I haven't. Well, I did hear her say something in the background after you logged in, but I haven't.
Yeah. She's like, what the? No, there's a bunch of expletives and I can't say right now.
You were pretty quick on that mute button, though.
I was.
All right.
I hover the cursor over the mute button at all times.
Yeah. Good man. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to talk about how do I want to position this? This is going to serve. No, it's not going to be Guitar-mageddon, but we're going to talk. We're going to kind of talk about it because I have been traumatized since the last program.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh,
on Friday.
Listen, people.
On Friday at around noon. Crystal's busy sexting Gun Snob. Okay, well, when she's done, she can join and say hi, whatever.
Listen,
I mean, don't rush her.
Makes a comment and checks in. We don't care what she's doing.
Right. So what you see is what's left of the Guitar Gear Report channel. So as you may recall, we have talked for quite a while about having 6 different YouTube channels, video channels.
The last channel you thought would be nuked.
And I really thought that the guitar channel would be like the safe one. And all
the stupid shit I do, and we're still here.
Right. But the guitar channel got nuked. And thank you, Gizzard Gary, for our rest in peace Guitar Gear Report. And I don't know if it's going to come back. I have one more have one more appeal that I can file to try to get it reactivated. And Clover is like the resident YouTube connected expert. And I asked him today, like, what have you heard? Are there any prospects of getting it back? And he's like, dude, this is way beyond what any of my people can deal with. So I say just submit that appeal and roll the dice and hope it works. And
God.
I think that we are both of a mind that it really doesn't matter what I do, that they're not going to give it back. Like they nuked it and they will never unnuke it. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Defense Daddy says, wait, they nuked the guitar channel, left the gun channel up.
I know. Makes
no sense now.
Dude,
so
crazy.
Right. So I do have some ideas, and we may in the coming weeks have another guest on the program who I was just talking to about this a couple days ago, who is another one of those YouTube guitar people, and he got into doing guitars because YouTube shut his gun channel down. So we may be joined at some point by a new friend of the channel that's been trying to help me figure all this stuff out as it relates to the as it relates to the nuking of the Guitar Gear Report channel. But I believe it says that a third party filed a counterfeit claim, and I believe, let's see, can we see it? Where did I put that? It's not on the screen now because I shuffled all the guitars. I had all the guitars down today for a photo shoot for that I was helping one of the kids do for some cosplay stuff. So using my lighted wall back here as a backdrop.
Fancy wall.
Yeah, so I took that guitar down, but let's just say it's red and white and black, and it resembles something that a very famous late 80s guitar virtuoso hacked together. So, but I believe the company with his initials, rest his soul since he passed a year or two ago. But the company that bears his initials, I believe, initiated that counterfeit claim. I believe they were the third party and got my channel nuked and threatened YouTube. If they don't take my channel down, then they're going to get sued. So, because I showed people that you could go buy a copy that is similar but not identical of one of those guitars from China. So. And I didn't leave it off of the wall so as to not show it and roll the dice that I get in trouble. I really was just shuffling. I was putting guitars up like 2 minutes after the show was supposed to start. I get the camera on and I'm like, wait a second. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, there's just a blank, ugly wall behind me. I got to do something about that.
The firearm channel gets nuked because of guitars. Like, awesome.
Oh my goodness. Well, I wouldn't put it past them at this point. So what I want to show you here is we are actually on Rumble
so
as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count them. All 6 channels are available on Rumble.
Rumble's the way to go, dude.
It is. And
player. Because you can do whatever you want on player.
Really? Well, maybe I should probably start one of those. So fortunately, I had Rumble set up to do automatic backup of those channels. So I think there are a couple that they didn't get because they run on a schedule, and sometimes it takes a week or 2 or 3 for them to grab some videos, but there are, I think they've got the bulk of them from that channel. So the Guitar Gear Report channel has largely been preserved. You can see we had 1,030 or 1,060 or something. Like we were past 1,000. We were approaching the 4,000 the 4,000 watch hours to be fully monetized. That was probably going to happen by the end of December, maybe even mid-December at the pace we were at. Things were going phenomenal. And I have spent thousands of dollars stocking up on guitars to get us over the hump so that channel will be monetized. And as soon as that was monetized, then I'm shifting focus.
That's the problem. They don't want to pay you. They're like,
then I was going to shift focus to the firearms channel. And then once that one's monetized, shift focus to the camping channel. And, you know, still do videos, but really attack whichever one I'm working on to get monetized. That's what I'm going to be posting stuff every day. And
it seems like whatever one you're wanting to get monetized gets nuked. So, let's take it easy on the firearms channel. All right, buddy.
So I've had people tell me that I should create a new account and launch a new Guitar Gear Report channel on YouTube. And for right now, like I'm going to go these appeals.
Gear Report guitars.
I'm going to submit that last appeal and then figure out what to do, knowing that I still have Rumble in the background and I can go to Player, or I could start something on what is this one? Odyssey. So we have the Gear Report channel and a Camping Gear Report channel. For whatever reason, when I tried to sync the
anything with those.
I tried to sync firearms and guitars, they didn't have enough people following them yet, and they rejected them. And then I couldn't get them to like once they're rejected, they won't try again. I'm like, but they're bigger now. So I don't know. Yeah, but you know, so anyhow, maybe we'll push that up there as well. If you have thoughts on where I should put effort into recreating these channels so that none of them, like I'm so thankful that Rumble got the backup on the
I think you have to go stick a Rumble, Neutron, or Player.
Yeah.
I mean,
Player.
Yeah.
So I'm open to suggestions.
At least on Player, we could handle firearms, do whatever we want pretty much on that channel.
Yeah. So anyhow, that has traumatized me, and I admit I had a couple days where I sat here and played guitars and felt sorry for myself pretty much the whole day.
You look a little pale
and didn't get a lot done. I noticed that the camera didn't look normal when I set it up today, and I don't know why. I'm checking the settings. It looks there's a touch up my appearance button. Wonder what that does.
Dude, if you turn red with horns.
Oh no. It just it made me look like
you look green now.
Yeah, that was messed up. Like it blurred me a little. It made everything too smooth. It made me look like I shaved too. Which maybe it'll make me look like I have hair. Let me see. Oh, I think it's broken. It's not working.
Son of a bitch.
Dang it. Yeah. Oh, well.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Gizzard Gary says he's not had any luck getting followers on Player. Has 12 maybe. Rumble 51 or 52. I'm pretty sure it's like 53 now, Gary, because I gave you a follow a day or two ago. Rumble's easier to navigate. Good to know. Probably played a bunch of copyrighted songs that day too. No, actually, not that time.
Jeff doesn't play really much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my guitar channel tagline because I have been telling people I'm the worst guitar player on YouTube. Well, they took care of that.
Yeah.
Now I'm the worst one.
That's why. See.
Yeah. I hear what Defense Dad's saying is you got to be on YouTube if you want the views, but I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't want to risk my other channels by trying to put the Guitar Gear Report channel back up there. So I'm really.
Well, I mean, we have Guitar Armageddon every Thursday.
And now that's scaring me. Like, I'm going to get the whole freaking channel shut down.
Damn. Oh, no. Don't not do it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So anyhow, that's had me a little preoccupied
Yeah.
which is a shame because I've gotten, I think so. It's been 2 weeks since the last show. I've gotten maybe only one. I'm trying to think what came in last.
I know you got a new one because you were filing the whatever on it the other day.
Yeah,
The
the
acoustic
saddle.
one, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up here on the screen just
Right.
to show
Bring you
everyone
up. Bring you up
because
on
it's
this.
different than anything I've done before. So this is a Martin D45 with a cutaway here, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
And what were
And
you filing on?
it's got the I had this little, this is called a bridge down here, this white straight piece. It's a piece of bone. So I was rubbing my bone for like an hour, and just to lower that a little bit. But you can see this is the fanciest guitar I've ever had. It has got these decorative bits everywhere.
It's gorgeous.
Like,
does it play nice?
It does. It plays really
God,
nice.
you're keeping it.
I probably will. I think I've got 3 acoustic guitars now, and I had planned on just keeping one, and it was one of the other ones. And now that I have this and I've been playing it, I'm like, oh, it's so good that I think I'm probably going to sell the other 2 now. Yeah, but I've got so many guitars I need to sell. It's not even funny. Like, I'm gonna make some people happy at Christmas, getting rid of a bunch of guitars.
I'm
Let's
talking
see.
about Chat's loving your guitar stuff.
Who?
The
Chat Nasty? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Justice for Hefe. I appreciate that, Gary. We can maybe rally people. It took an hour. It was an hour of rubbing my bone, really. And I was on the phone with TJ while I was doing it. So
it was disturbing when he was talking to me. I was like, "What are you doing?" Because I could audibly hear him, and I was like, "All right, he's doing something."
Oh yeah, I don't. Oh, I can put you back on the screen too. Sorry about that.
You can. And the sad part was we talked for like another 30 minutes while he was doing it, and I was like, "Okay."
Oh, I'm taking the screen back again so I can show everyone. There's a residue from where I was rubbing my bone right there. Yep. So, for anyone who actually wants to know what was happening,
you must have filed that thing down, dude.
I had this file down, and it's a long, thin piece of bone that I was rubbing back and forth on the file to just take a little bit off the bottom to make the whole thing a little bit lower, so the strings would be lower. And yeah, but it was vigorous bone rubbing for sure.
Yes.
And then, in the end, I'm very happy with the result. It was well worth that hour of bone rubbing.
Listen, an hour of bone rubbing is good.
Don't fret. Right.
Oh, yeah. That's such a dad joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, seriously, an hour of bone rubbing. I wasn't even drunk.
That's the worst part.
Yeah. No one needs that much inlay. Yeah. Oh, that guitar is 12 kinds of gaudy. It is over the top. Let's see. Was it to lower the strings? The string, I don't know what the press. It was to lower the strings. Yeah, the action was just a little bit high. So let's see. Martin Guitars. .com. That's what I'm looking for. Since we're talking guitar stuff, since I'm in mourning, I mean, I got to be honest.
I know, dude. It's.
I am.
Like, I thought a long time ago, like, oh, the firearms channel is going to get nuked in a second.
Oh, we're nuked. Yeah, hard.
Because once I get a few in me, it's like whatever. Look at this. Are you holding up a gun? No, it's fine.
Yeah. What? We're not allowed to do that?
No. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I expected. Martin back. That was fun. Quick on that mute button again. All right. I'm trying to find what I was going to show you guys. Let's see. I don't remember where to find it now. How about that? I'm going to do, I'm going to search for the D45 here on the Martin site. It's not this one that's $125,000. I did not get that one.
Pansy.
I know. I think that the closest is probably closest to the modern deluxe. It's got the more fancy inlays on the fretboard, but it's got that same abalone worker. It's got some additional inlays here, so it's probably between this one and the and one of the S's, but it's a cutaway too. Those are all dreadnoughts. So anyhow, that's what's been going on here. Let's say, oh, look at that. I knew that. I knew I recognized Chat Nasty, but I couldn't put my finger on who it was because Caleb never has good enough coverage that he can get here. So I don't know if you heard, Caleb, that your Shaw article is in the queue, and I acknowledged that I should have done it. And it looks like he probably left already. So let's see. Yeah, D45.
He's had
DJ
enough,
played
everybody.
nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It sounds good. It plays good. I've got three acoustics, and I think it's easily the best playing one that I have. And I'm afraid to tell you anything else about it because I don't want this to happen to another
The
channel.
red bar of doom. That's messed up, dude.
It's crazy messed up.
Out of all the channels, the guitar channel. I mean, the swimming channel is right. Like the swimming channel, I figured would never ever get nuked. Guitar channel was right above it.
Swimming channel
I figured
the swimming channel is the most dangerous one. To be honest with you,
really
the gun stuff, like, well,
and I figured the gun stuff would go before any of them.
But well, we know about the gun stuff, and we know that it's sensitive. And I forget when I'm filming swimming stuff that there are some angles that you really have to be careful, especially if they're kids swimming. Now I'm mainly filming college swim meets, and they're all adults, and that's different. But you get youth, and you maybe like, dude, don't even take a camera behind the blocks because those kids bend over to jump in, and like you'll get banned or thrown in jail or something for that. So you got to be super careful around swimming. And I've had like when I was doing some holographic goggle reviews 6 or 8 months ago, I had to be super careful. When I was self-filming, like I'd set the GoPro underwater at the side of the pool and then swim past it. I had to be super careful that I didn't have a camera aimed where it would pick up kids underwater. So the swimming channel, you got to be super careful. Like I eventually gave up on filming at the pool. When I normally went is when the swim team was practicing, because that I carpooled with my kid that was on the swim team. But I was like, oh, I can't do this because I can't get any shots without worried about getting kids in the background. So I only film pool stuff.
And yet the guitar
at
channel got
other
nuked.
times. I know. What are the other two acoustics? The other.
Oh shit! Why, DJ?
Yeah.
Why?
All right. It actually looks kind of similar. It's another cutaway. I really like cutaways. This one is a Firefly, which I think are made in the Orangewood factory. It is the GA01E, and it's an acoustic electric. You see, we got a little a Priestess 2, a Fishman little preamp there. And, it's got, I was going to say it had a bone bridge down here, but it has a bone nut, but I think it's a synthetic bridge. Beautiful guitar, absolutely. But I think the finish is so heavy, it kind of deadens it a little bit. And then this is the cheapest guitar that I have that actually plays. I think I was in this for about $60. It's brand new from Burroughs. and it's very resonant and actually plays well. I need to rub that nut for an hour as well, and or that bone rather. I need to rub that bone for an hour. Yeah,
Listen,
and
we know what
lower
you're
the
talking
action on that just a little bit, but those are the three, and only one of them is kind of exotic like, and the other two are a little bit more pedestrian. Yeah, G-Webs is storming the ukulele market.
Oh
I
yeah,
predict he's not going
ukulele.
to dominate because he says ukulele instead of ukulele. And
It's
clearly,
ukulele.
that's the sign of someone who doesn't really know what they're talking about. Just have a pool installed in the backyard for filming. Then you write it all off. Yeah, we actually thought about that. With at one point we had 3 kids that were swimming competitively, and we knew that one had a legit shot at getting a scholarship and potentially 2. So we thought about putting a pool in, but I was a pool inspector and a certified pool operator back in the day. I worked for the county health department. This is my summer job for 2 years in college. Is I went from pool to pool to pool all day, and I rode my motorcycle around from pool to pool to pool. I had a cooler on the back. I'd take water samples, take them back to the lab, and had a check sheet of everything I had to check off on it. Um, so yeah, I've been around pools too much. I want nothing to do with owning a pool. Okay, I can't pronounce this. Is it a cajon? Is that how they say it? I wanna say like the Cajones channel. Um, Chanel, he says. Um, it's multi-purpose. I'm not sure what the purpose is. That's the box you sit on and you drum. Honestly, I've got a couple, DIY cajones or however you say it, which actually means, the orange Home Depot buckets. I mean, you sit on them and drum like a mofo. They're actually very resonant, so I like that. Oh, I think Gary's saying something about a bone and something. Um,
Gary.
Stop it, you're killing me. Yeah, autocorrect. Chanel says defense dad. Okay. Ukulele is how it's said professionally. That is definitely how some people mispronounce it, G-Web. So I will agree with you there. Steven from Bullets and Bucks is here. Thank you
What's
for
up?
stopping by. Bullets $4. I don't know what I just said. Bullets $4.
Dude, I don't know. At this point,
Yeah.
who cares? We're gonna get nuked anyways.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, you talk about distressed and stressed. I've had migraines every freaking day this week.
Dude. I feel bad for you.
You
If I
and
had
and
any-
you don't
if I had anything to do with the guitar channel, I would be upset about it.
Yeah. If you knew how many thousands and thousands of dollars I had invested in growing that channel,
I know. I
then
feel
you
bad.
would probably be like, "Well, you're a dumbass for doing things the way I did."
Dude,
Because
there's no way, dude. The guitar,
I
like,
left the door open for the company that I believe filed the counterfeit claim. I
never
left the door
thought
open.
it was going to get nuked.
I certainly didn't. Here's
I thought I'd
something
been nuked a long time
if
ago.
DJ Play Nice is still out there. Here, I'm going to pull this because it just occurred to me that Martin back here, I picked up a Fishman. Which one is this? Precis Blend. Precis. I don't know. It's got a tuner and a preamp and an EQ and some other phase switch. It's got a bunch of stuff put into it that I hadn't decided if I'm going to install that yet or not. It seems like Crystal keeps forgetting that we're broadcasting.
We had a couple kickball games tonight, so we've been consuming.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. So
quite a bit.
Let's see. That's enough of my sob story there. I will tell you all these Chinese guitars that I've been purchasing for the now defunct and no longer in existence Guitar Gear Report channel. In order to pad some of those orders to hit specific dollar amounts where new coupons would kick in. I threw extra things in, like some locking tuners and a bunch of these little hard drives. Like this is a 16 terabyte SSD drive, and it came in a couple days ago. I thought it was something for my son, so I went and put it in his room, and then I saw that it was delivered. Looked at the tracking, a whole bag full of stuff, and realized, oh, that stuff was for me. So I went and got it and plugged it in. And you know what? Believe it or not, the super cheap 16 terabyte SSD drive that shipped from China worked for all of a minute and a half, and then it quit. Yeah. G-Webs is correct. I rolled the dice on it. It was I made money by purchasing this because I spent more time than I should have figuring out exactly how to break up my orders and combine extra things with them to get the big coupons they were doing at a pre-Black Friday sale. And I saved like $250 and spent like $100 extra. So I made $150 by getting a bunch of stuff. But boy, that was frustrating because this thing, it literally worked for about a minute and a half. And now I can't even format this stupid thing now. What was that? Way too much stuff to keep on a single drive. Yeah. Well, what I really want to do is have multiple big drives. Like I'd like to get 3 of them and set up a program to just mirror them. So like I can
on the streets.
I can have everything. But so anyhow, that's where we are now. Go check us out on Rumble. We got all 6 channels over there. Only 5 of them still exist on YouTube because they're bastards.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. And yeah, because they fail, then you lose all your stuff. Yep. So what I'm going to do is, now that I got those coupons, every one that doesn't work 100% perfect, I'm going to file. I've already filed that this one was defective, so I'm going to get my money back on that. And it's kind of looking like just about all of the tech stuff that I bought from AliExpress is not trustable. It is defective.
Who'd have thought?
I know, but I'll get my money back, and I already saved a bit of money by using those coupons. So
there you go. I like it.
Go start mining Bitcoin.
Listen, if there's a way to make money, Jeff's going to figure it out. Here's the deal. Okay. Just hear me out. It's winter and it's getting cold. And I'm told that one of the big problems with mining Bitcoin is it's so processor intensive that it generates a lot of heat. When it's cold, I'm paying to heat the house anyway. What if I just run these Bitcoin mining machines and they heat my house? Then I'm making money off of generating heat. I think this could be a winner. There you go.
Come summer when it's 98 degrees in the shade.
No TikTok, no nothing. I need all the power we have.
Every bit of the CPU.
Every bit of it.
We're CPUing hard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Steven looked at mining crypto. Yeah. We've got some common traits among some of the folks here who are very entrepreneurial and always looking for different ways to
beyond me. All of us beyond me.
To avoid having to get boring jobs where you have to go sit in cubicles and answer to dipshits.
Screw that.
Who don't know what they're doing, but like to tell us what to do.
I just do gun reviews.
Yeah. Yep. An answer to a dipshit who doesn't know what he's doing.
You said
I knew where you were going with that. That's okay.
I was not even going to say that. I mean, not as bad, but you did. You said it.
Yeah. So let's see. Anything else we want to talk about? Because I'm just a time check. I think we got about 10 minutes left.
I mean, we got SHOT Show coming up. That's about it. Another month and a half.
Right. And AJ sent me the Gear Report team this year, Gear Report proper. Okay. People who are going only as Gear Report will be proper. Well, I mean, the Gear Report team is pretty big, right?
It is.
So I mean, we Clover and Ghost have been writing for Gear Report for a long
Yep.
time. Gizzard Gary has written an article or more. G-Webs has an account, and so does the Gun Snob. Although I don't believe either one of them written anything yet. It's possible it'll happen at some point. And
Maybe.
regardless, we
Yeah.
help each other so much that they're part of the Gear Report family. The
Yeah,
Gear
they are.
Report family is big. Like
Yep.
we are well represented at SHOT Show, but the official Gear Report team at SHOT Show this year will be AJ. Yeah.
Webs.
G-Web. That's kind of an inside joke on some
I know.
some other things that we do.
That's funny. That's funny.
So nothing worse than a moron boss. Tell me about it, man. My boss is a dick. Andy's
Dude.
not that smart. So
I have to
but
work for
anyhow. Yeah.
Jeez.
So anyhow, AJ sent over an Airbnb for me to look at, and it
Same
had
place?
no, it had a
Come on.
king bed, a
Whoa.
sofa bed, and 2 blow-up air mattresses. And I was like, okay, why does he think this is going to work for 3 people?
I mean,
but then
listen.
you pull up the pictures, and they actually have a big window where you look out and you see the strip 9 miles away in the distance. And I'm like,
I could use a
I don't
brisk
think
walk
this
in the
is as
morning.
close as you think it is.
No,
you know,
it's we've walked what was probably the most we walked, like 3 miles. I mean, two SHOT Show, not like going to the functions, because we've walked way more.
No, a little bit over a mile, like what 1.1 or maybe 1.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say
And
2
that's
at the
not too
most.
bad. Like I don't
It's
mind that.
brisk in the morning. I don't mind a little walk in the morning.
Yeah.
Little
And it
cigar,
actually helps
good
me
to
to
go.
wake up so that by the time we get
Yeah.
there, I'm ready to go. Otherwise, like we'll roll into the press room and I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
coffee. But you know,
Coffee.
if I've walked in, then I feel like I'm awake and ready to go.
But yeah, not 5
Motivated.
miles. Jesus.
Yeah. That I mean, and I'm telling you, it looked like it had to be 5, probably closer to 9 or 10. It was a long ways away. I wasn't even going to put that on the screen, TJ. That
okay.
was a little.
I was going to put on that.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
it'll make Crystal's day. She'll be excited.
So Honcho. Yeah, I guess we do call it backpack pizza, don't we?
Backpack pizza, dude.
I mean, I generally call it cargo pocket pizza for me because I stopped carrying a backpack.
It's still a poke, Honcho. I'm just saying, it's like a couple miles, not bad. 5 miles, that's a walk in the morning.
I'm not walking it.
I'm not walking it. I mean, I walk through some homeless stuff, some feces. I mean, all kinds of stuff. But 5 miles of that, not going to happen. The farther you go away from the center of Vegas, the worse it gets.
Yeah. Yeah. As many people are like, oh my God, the strip in Vegas is a cesspool. I'm like, yeah, go a block and a half to either side of the strip.
Just go past that next light, see what you have. And you're like, oh my gosh.
1 block east or west of the Las Vegas Strip. And you'll be like, oh my God.
What is this?
Yeah.
Like, please rain. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. But you know, it is kind of invigorating every time that you can it makes you feel alive when you realize how close you came to getting mugged every single day.
That's part of that's why I tell Crystal, it's part of the adventure at SHOT Show. She goes, I don't know why you let Jeff keep picking the Airbnbs or the places. I'm like, I don't care. I was like, listen, I'm a pretty big guy. He's a pretty big guy. It'll take a lot of guys to try to mug us.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
I gotta be honest. Ghost talked about having a workout routine that he starts in December, dieting and then actually likes treadmill, stair climber. I don't know what he does, but like an actual workout routine. And I'm thinking I need to do that. Like I've been swimming a little bit.
Really?
But,
like stair climbing?
But I'm like, I'm getting a little worried. I'm getting a little out of shape. So
Fatty.
I've got to. I mean, there a couple years ago, I remember we were walking somewhere and a couple guys, and I'm like, "There's only 6 of them. Come on,
Yeah,
we got to have someone for you to fight with." But
I know. I felt left out.
but now I'm like, I'd feel uncomfortable with more than about 3 to deal with, and that worries me a little bit. But,
We got the motel right next to Circus. Not
Yeah.
bad.
I'm not going there again.
You're the best dressed man there, Jeff.
I know, ever.
She was so excited to see you. She's like, oh, like a legitimate person, not a drug dealer.
Yeah, yeah. She did well, and TJ's talking about the woman working the counter at the hotel one. What was it one morning or one evening? I don't know, but I went in to ask a question, and she looked at me like, "Huh?" Kind of like, I'm used to fearing for my life whenever someone walks into the hotel lobby, and she was like, you're not dressed like the people who usually come in here. And I was like, my assumption is that all of the people working there assumed that I was undercover
right.
for some law enforcement
I guarantee
agency.
everybody thought we were feds the whole time.
Yeah.
Like we rolled in, they're like, that guy's got wind caps on.
Mm-hmm. And it probably didn't help that we got picked up in the Humvee there.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely not. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember if that one had a machine gun on it or not, but
it did not. But
not at that time.
It did not help us at all.
Right. So, which reminds me, I talked to Ron about a month ago about if we're going to do Battlefield Vegas again, and he said he was going to talk to Scott and see what he thought, and I haven't heard back from him yet.
Thanks, Sancho.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if it helps us stay alive and not get knifed, awesome.
And I'll be honest with you, I want nothing to do with a knife fight.
I don't either.
That is one thing I learned in the two things.
Guns are fine. Knives, dude, no.
Yeah, gun snob. That's absolutely. But it wasn't a Hummer. Like it wasn't an H1 Hummer. It wasn't the civilian version. We were picked up in one of the Desert Tan military Humvees from Battlefield.
Still did not help our cause.
Yeah, dropped off in a Suburban. No. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, wow. Yep. So you would think that instead of telling me when the neighbors were super loud and I called and was like, "Will you tell these people to shut up?" She's like, "Nope. You can check out if you need to." But she's like, "I'm not telling them nothing."
Yep. I'm telling them shit.
She must have forgot that they thought we were Fed boys.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So anyhow, we have to figure out where we're going to stay. So if anyone has room for 3 people or wants to go in with us at SHOT Show, I don't want to stay someplace quite so spicy this year. I do want to stay someplace.
Really?
A little better. Well, I keep talking about
what's up, Rich? There's the guy.
Yeah, I keep talking about.
He didn't stay someplace super like he stayed somewhere shadier than us last year, I think. Wasn't it, Rich? Like I saw pictures and Rich was like, "Oh no, we stayed ghetto."
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Rich, I think what Chris is hooking me up with, and I almost bought one of those Ender 5 3D printers on.
He said Mardi Gras has the best bed bugs
on Black Friday. Let's see, an X5 SA Pro, Rich. That's what I think. That's what Chris has that he was building. X5 SA Pro. I can't remember what the company that does that is, but it's got a bigger bed. I know.
Bamboo or something.
He keeps saying bamboo.
Bamboo.
It's out of my price range. I can't do it.
cheap
I can't do
bamboo,
it.
dude.
I can't spend that much on 3D printing stuff. Like I have tried so hard not to get into 3D printing, and now
Dude,
I've
once
had a
you're
couple
gonna get in,
things
once you're in, you're in.
that have
Just
got
spend
me
the
in
money.
it. And I'm probably going to use what I have for a little bit and then go get a bamboo. I'm sure he's right.
I
Okay.
want a Halo helmet. I want
but
I want a
but
Styro
anyhow,
hog.
My guy Chris here in town that has all the 3D printers, he bought 2 of them as like parts kits that were, I can't remember but he got them like on clearance, and he has fixed them and has it
There you go.
has it about sorted out.
You got to spend money to make money, Jeff. See, even Gizzard.
Yeah. Rich is probably absolutely right, but I wanted the bigger bed. I've got some specific things I want to be able to print. We're going to print. We're going to do first. We're going to 3D print some guitars, and we need the bigger workspace. And then we're going to do the. Shut up. I mean, all right. I muted his ass. So, any. Yeah. I know, Rich, but this is what has to happen. I got to work my way up and get sufficiently frustrated that I can justify spending the additional money. Until
it's a process,
happens,
Rich. It's a process.
I just can't do it. It's too much money.
Once he figures out that all the money he spent on the shit isn't worth it, then he'll spend the money on the good stuff.
Yeah. Maybe.
Goes.
Or I'll just say, screw it. This isn't for me.
Back to guitars. On the
but you know, that first thing we're going to do is we're going to 3D print some guitars, and then I'm going to use that experience to
Guitar
learn. You'll see that on Rumble, okay?
Rumble and Player, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So anyhow, I wanted the larger, 330 by 330. And it's tall, so I'm going to be able to print some. There's some Humvee things that I want to print, some like mock Blue Force tracker enclosure things, that look like things that civilians aren't allowed to have, but actually aren't. So there's some bigger things that I want to be able to mock up, and I wanted the bigger bed for that. And I'm going to try this, and I'm probably going to end up with a bamboo, but for now, this is what I need to do. So I'm going to start out with this, and we're going to do the 3D print some guitars first, and then I'll move on to, and then we're going to move on to the Ghost Gun kit that has the 3 little pistols in it, and we'll print those. And then by that point, and I'm pretty sure Chris has a bamboo now, because he had the Creality K1 that he melted down right after it came out and sent back, and pretty sure he got the bamboo. So it's not like I don't have one that I can get to use. But that's what I was going to say, Crystal. So anyhow, that's one of the other things that I'm working on, is learning how to do some 3D printing. And apparently Chris has got one of these that had one part that needed change. He's got that almost done, and then that like he needs to update the firmware, which apparently means disconnecting some things that are very inconvenient. Once that's done, I'll be able to pick that up, and I'll be ready to go. Yeah, Gun Snob caught that too, huh? I know we keep telling her, like, you can't do this while we're live, but I'd say either.
I just fussed at her.
I know she's smart enough to know better, so that means she must be like
she's
very emotional. Yeah. All right, we are about Let's see. We're about to shut down here. Let's see.
Should just hit me with the
They have
cork.
5 colors on that example, probably. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
5. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I literally know almost nothing about it. Chris is like my local guy that does the 3D printing, and I said, tell me what I need, and he said, look, I've got these. I'll give you a good deal, and I don't know. We'll see, but anyhow, that's going to be big enough to do some of the big things that I want to print, and have them flat where you don't have to put all sorts of supports in them as they're printing. So we'll see how it works, and it's only money, right? So if it doesn't work out, I'll sell it and I'll get something else, and
There you go.
I'll probably
That's
end
what
up,
I'm talking about.
I'll probably end up with a bamboo at some point,
So I
or
always tell
just saying,
Crystal,
screw this, I don't need to do
it's like,
this anymore.
I'll just work longer. I can always make more money. It's fine.
Oh, there's an idea. Or I can learn to shake it better, because I'm really
Yeah.
not making much with shaking it. So maybe if I lose
Yeah.
a few
See,
pounds.
she's on football. I see it over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently her team is not doing well.
So anyhow, I think that pretty much covers what we wanted to talk about tonight. So thanks everyone for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you for indulging us as I whined so much that we went over 6 minutes.
What
But
the hell?
I'm going to put this back up here about the
Oh God,
shameful
I'm so
termination
upset about that.
of the Guitar Gear Report channel. So rest in peace, Guitar Gear Report.
Deep down,
Please,
I am upset about it, Jeff.
please go check us out, Guitar Gear Report channel on Rumble. You can be follower number 20. I mean, check it out. We got 19 followers there. We only had 16
right now.
a couple days ago.
I'm gonna head over there right now.
Hips and nips, keep it classy. Well, that's my problem. I can't even spell classy. So yeah, we'll see. But go check us out at Rumble. We got all the channels over there, including the channel formerly known as Guitar Gear Report. So thanks. I know upcoming we're scheduling brands. I say that like I need to do a better job of scheduling brands. I keep talking about it, but then I don't schedule them as quick as good as I should. So but we do have Palmetto State Armory, Josiah and Cameron are going to come on January 11th. So it'll be 2 weeks before SHOT Show. And I've already told them, you better show up with some sort of exclusive, we're going to break some news on that program. So 2 weeks before SHOT, PSA, I've already heard they have got some unexpected, interesting things that they're planning on bringing. And we can even push them on that program. Like, okay, how much of this is vapor? Like, how much are you going to show us, but it's never actually going to be available to purchase? And, we'll see. I mean, it's our show. It's not like they can't invite us back, right? It's our show.
Right. Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We've got other brands that we are lining up, and the 3D printing, we're still going to have Ethan from Middleton Made on at some point. We're just having trouble with scheduling. He wanted to do it on Thanksgiving, and then we decided that would be a bad idea. So,
dude.
So we've still got to figure out. Yeah, we still got to figure out what we're going to do. And we got a bunch of other brands that we're lining up for that as well. So until next time, which of course will be 9 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Or something like that. I don't know.
It's every day Thursday.
Oh, okay. I gotta show you guys something.
Oh, geez.
Listen, Linda. I'm attempting. I'm showing this.
So many guitars, dude. What do you do? I think you have a problem. I really think you have a problem.
What? I have a problem. I don't have any room for it anymore. So, but anyhow, I wanted to show what I believe got the Guitar Gear Report channel shut down. So, oh no, get off the screen! Off the screen,
dude! What, dude? We're nuked, dude. Why are you gonna nuke the fucking?
Yeah.
You're gonna nuke the fire.
All right, that was fun. Everyone have a good time.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week. Until then, we'll see you at the range.
See the range.
Unless we better not see you at the range.
Unless we're nuked.